All right, so just for some context for this episode, we had some technical difficulties, so the audio sucks for like the first 3/4 of it.
Only the first hour.
The first hour is going to be terrible audio, so you can skip ahead when the audio gets good. Maybe we'll put that in the timestamp.
The whole podcast.
Or you can listen to the whole podcast with the shitty audio, but yeah, technical difficulties.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Like, subscribe, share. And we hope you enjoyed the episode despite the audio.
Get a face tattoo of the Thorun Skundo podcast.
Yes. And then we'll shout you out every episode. All right, enjoy.
Peace.
Straight from Vancouver, we got the best podcast. Thorun Skundo, going hard, we here to last. Talking about everything reptilian pussy to political conversations, getting real pushy. Podcasts in the city where the vibe's so green.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of the
Thorun Skundo podcast. Episode 18, motherfuckers.
18.
Yes, sir. We got our first guest in a few episodes.
Yeah, we have a special guest with us.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kundai, aka Smoked Out. How's everybody doing today?
Hell yeah.
Pleasure to be here, fellas.
Pleasure to have you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.
It's an honor to have you.
Dude, he's one of our
First video guest,
and he's one of our top supporters right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Like
Much
he's watching
appreciated.
episodes
Much
consistently,
appreciated.
giving feedback, so
Yeah.
it's much appreciated.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the weather today is. I like the weather today. I thought it was a nice, crisp fall day.
Dude, it's beautiful. I was literally telling this girl I'm messaging on Instagram how nice it was today, and I was vibing. Like I went to the fucking cafe, and I was reading my book, and I was just fall vibes.
Yeah, the fall vibes are here, and I love fall. Fall is it might be my favorite time of year actually.
It is
Absolutely.
kind of ditty, but soundboard isn't working.
Oh,
I feel.
One moment.
Goddamn.
I feel I'm a fall baby.
Try it.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm a fall baby, so I love the fall too.
Were you born in the fall?
I was born October 1st.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Just happened.
Starts. Yeah.
Nice.
Right when it kind of starts too. So
Good
it
time
was
of year.
crazy though. Like the crazy part, we were talking to. I was talking to Chef over here. I was talking to Ryan, and it's weird because a couple of days ago it was raining, and all the leaves. The bad thing about it is when the leaves start plugging in the sewers.
Oh yeah,
And then it started flooding on the streets a little bit.
Yeah. When you
Yeah.
pulled up to work the other day, it was flooding. Yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, we work together now. Which is
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got on the job, which is cool.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, killing the service together. So
Yeah. But okay, so thumbs up on the weather for today then.
Thumbs
From
up on the
everyone.
weather.
Today, way better than
Yeah.
better than 2 days ago.
Yeah.
yeah, we always do weather updates.
Yeah, we do weather
for
check. We have
first fucking part of the episode.
first part of the episode. Yeah.
It's like tradition.
So lots has happened in the world since we've last recorded.
Dude, lots has happened. I pussied out for an episode.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll forgive it.
Yeah, we missed a week.
Yeah, we missed a week. It's not ideal, but we keep moving on.
We're here now.
We keep progressing.
Yeah, keep charging forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, do you have a topic you'd like to start with?
Well, there was two I thought we should discuss because
Other
I feel
than
like
the
it's
election.
yeah, I feel like this happened in before that.
Right.
So Lil Durk got arrested,
Oh.
and he's facing fucking a lot of time in prison for federal RICO charges, which is crazy. Because I didn't necessarily see that coming.
Really?
Kind of.
Have you listened to his music?
Yes, I do listen to his music. Maybe I'm a little foolish for not seeing that.
You're
coming.
do you not believe his music?
It's I feel you were hopeful because when Vaughn, first of all, when King Vaughn, they're very closely affiliated. You know what I mean? So for Vaughn to get into his legal escapades, and especially for for Diddy to get, you know what I mean? It seems like the world is kind of locking in on the media a lot in terms of the authority. You didn't see it coming.
In what
Well,
sense?
I thought he was kind of shifting his life to hang around people more like Mike Rubin and Jay-Z. These billionaire dudes, and he's talking more about religion and staying out of the bullshit, you know? So I thought maybe he was turning his life around, but you're right, the music he makes is still very much super violence oriented.
Isn't it?
What were you saying?
You know, like I think you were kind of saying the same thing too, or maybe you were about to, because, you know, okay, think of it this way, fellas. Like if we were part of a investigative precinct, if we were like some sort of authorities, wouldn't it be funny just to be like, oh man, this guy, he was a criminal. Like, I love Lil Durk, so I even hate to say this, but I have to kind of be fair for the universe, you know. Wouldn't it be funny for them to be like, oh man, he's starting to make a change in his life? You know, we've been stacking up all of this evidence. Let's get him now.
Yeah.
Let's
or I heard someone saying
hammer.
too, like, they let you make your money because they seized that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, yo, like, he's making like fucking, dude, Lil Durk, like in 2023, made like $40 million or something. Like the top earning rapper was, or no, it was like NBA YoungBoy, Lil Baby, and Lil Durk. I think like Lil Baby and Lil Durk made around like 70 or 40 million, one of them, and then like NBA YoungBoy made like $100 million. Yeah, but like they're making like tens and tens of millions of dollars, so they're like, yo, just let them keep doing this for a bit, and then we're going to sweep in with this federal RICO case and fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of some of Lil Durk's music.
Dude, he's great.
And he seems like an alright guy.
Dude,
like,
I've been listening to Lil Durk since like
Um,
he first came out. That song, "What You Want."
Yeah.
Back like 10 years ago when he was on like his singing wave. Like I miss singing Durk. He was kind of more melodic and like vibe music, and then there was a point where he got into the whole like no auto tune stuff, and it was more like aggressive drill.
Rap.
And it's good. It's good, but it's like, yeah, it can be a bit intense.
Well, I mean, it's good in its own right, obviously, but I think and same thing with the Young Thug. There's like on the vein of rappers and like courts and stuff like that. It's like, even like I liked Young Thug's music a lot. I think he was groundbreaking in a lot of the stuff that he was doing.
Agreed.
He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like realistically, like I don't know, I've never met him, but I'm like, you know, he seemed like he would be a good hang.
Yeah.
But I'm always surprised when people are like, oh, how could this happen? Or like, free Young Thug. It's like, I'm not saying he should go to jail, but like, he's an adult. Like he knew what he was doing. Like you don't do criminal acts and then be like, oh my god, how could this happen?
Well, he
like,
did get freed. He did get freed though.
I mean, he got freed.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, I'm always surprised when people are so taken back. It's like, dude,
but
he knew what he was doing.
Dude, I was talking to my buddy Tommy the other day, and I'm like, because he had no idea any of this shit happened. He's so out of the loop. I'm like, Young Thug got freed. He's like, he was in jail? I'm like, dude, he's been in jail for 2 fucking years. But then I'm like, he's like, oh, do you think he did it? I'm like, hell yeah, he probably did that shit.
Like,
he probably did a bunch of other shit too that we didn't know about. Like, definitely. But I'm like, honestly, dude, for the musicians I like, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, YNW Melly, 100% fucking killed those guys. But I'm like, dude, I fucking love YNW Melly. Like, release that man. Like, I love that music. And same with Pooh Shiesty, free Pooh Shiesty. I don't know, all these rappers.
Really? You think free them?
Hell yeah. Dude, that's why hip hop isn't hitting the same way it was a few years ago, because they locked up all the fucking top rappers.
It's
because they really live in that life.
They are really living that life.
It's crazy because speaking of the same thing, one of my favorite hits, I guess. Yo, shout out Kodak. I fucking love Kodak so much. The song Aaron Tubman goes crazy. But when it comes down to music, it's one of the it's the greatest, in my personal opinion, it's the greatest form of expression.
100%.
You know what I mean? So if you're gonna murk somebody, make a song about it, the streets know about it, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
And then that energy travels and travels and travels. So Kodak Black, apparently he wanted to sign this artist, and then this artist ends up on the highway, car on fire. So they lit this dude's car, and then they shot him, like I think it was like 7 times, the news said. So when you're living your life, it's like, you know what I mean, like you're an artist, you're a producer. I see some guitars in your place. You're an artist as well. I'm an artist as well too. So especially in front of women, if I say something on a track, and then for instance I'm at a party or something, somebody bumps me in some sort of weird way, come on. When somebody heard on my tracks like, yo, I'm a savage, and when somebody bumps you at a party in some sort of way, come on.
Dude, that's literally what happened with Pooh Shiesty. He was like, some security guard was fucking with him at a strip club, he fucking shot him. And I think it's just because he like bumped into him like the wrong way or something like that. Yeah. But it's like
and that's where it's like, is that a good way to solve problems?
Yeah,
probably not.
It's not, definitely not.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I can like Pooh Shiesty's music. I can like his music, and I can even be like, you know what? I'd hang with the dude, maybe even. But like, I feel like it's silly to be like, oh, you shouldn't be locked up for that. It's like, bro, of course you should be locked up for that. But like, you knew what you were doing.
There's a difference between locked up. Like that's pure passion. You know, from artist to artist. If somebody's in a dire situation, it's just jail's in dire.
Yeah, it's terrible. You're locking someone in a cage. It fucking sucks. It's like the worst thing that could happen.
And that's what Ryan's trying to say, right? So instead of being locked up, I think what maybe you're trying to aim for in the future, like if you're a president, would you rather have rehabilitation and like mental health? Because a lot of these issues are just based on mental health.
But no one wants to hear that music.
No
one wants to hear about how Pooh Shiesty going to therapy and changing.
Exactly. So it's a weird cycle of, first of all, how the music industry was founded, because these guys are, you know what I mean? I like what you said about them waiting for Durk to get his money and then seizing it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it was a lot of what the private prisons that like started pushing like gangster rap.
And then it's like, yo, who's funding like the music? The people who own Lil Durk's labels. Before he was on OTF, he was on like Atlantic or something. Who owns Atlantic? Before he was on Atlantic, he was on with Warner Brothers. The Jews. You know what I mean? So there's Jews. They're setting.
No. Okay, I'll let you cook. Go on.
So it's the way the system was kind of like found. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a cycle. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah. You're saying nobody wants to hear that music. That's facts.
But people do. People do like to hear the.
Or who's the Pill and Ibiza guy?
Oh, name one other song by that guy.
You know who I'm
I don't
talking
even
about.
know his name. Because he has no like persona attached to it.
No, but like, this song is about his depression, being successful, and he does have other good songs too.
Dude, I like that song.
Like he has
like
other good songs.
Mark something.
But my point is,
I like that song.
That's a good example of like someone being authentic about their pain and suffering, and not doing it in a destructive way to others. Where like, yes, they're suffering, but they're not being destructive to others.
Watch him be in prison right now.
But then it's like, okay, now let's talk about the systemic issues. Because like hip hop and rap wasn't a negative thing initially. It started off as a peaceful thing.
MCs,
yeah.
That's how it started. Before rappers were rappers, they were MCs.
And that's the thing.
People just moving up.
So it was over time that it turned to the gangster rap thing. Initially, it wasn't about that at all.
90s.
It was about like the community coming together. And like
literally.
NWA, for example, they weren't really gangbanging, but that was like what helped stimulate the whole gangster rap thing too.
I think Eazy-E was the one.
He was the only one who was really gangbanging. Yeah. Everyone else was not. Like, I'm sure they were in the streets, but like, it's not like they were really gangbanging to like the extent that they're talking about. And okay, and then here's another thing. One of the books I'm reading, I think I showed you about hell. There's a human fascination with the macabre, and something about like how it's not acceptable is what has always fascinated people.
It's like counterculture.
Yeah, or even back in the day when people would watch plays in like the 11th century, their favorite part of the plays would be when it's about hell, or when the preacher would talk about hell, or when people saw like a public hanging. There's something in the human psyche that's drawn to it. So sure, you can say that it's organized and like, they're only promoting gangster rap because they want to keep the people down and then get them in jail. You could look at it in a conspiratorial way for sure. But I think that there's something even deeper in our human psyche where it's like, if Pooh Shiesty made the song about his therapy and recovery, it just would not sell records because it's not interesting.
The thing is, your point heard 100%. It's like that. It kind of creates this vibe in the brain where it's we're comfortable right now. When we see an uncomfortable situation, it gives us like a little bit of adrenaline. So it kind of like, I don't want to say it's dopamine or something, but it excites the mind a little bit.
Yeah.
But when it's based down into a system, you know, because you're saying, yeah, we started as MCs, right? You know, everybody started as MCs. No matter what type of music we're talking about, we all started as people just wanting to just
like have a voice.
No, not even just have a voice, just move the crowd. In terms of people in a band, they just want to, you know, if you're playing guitar, what's your intent to play guitar?
Well,
the crowd.
Well, I'm more piano. Like the guitar, I've been learning at least recently. But I like to feel the vibe. I like to like have a vibe, feel the groove, and just be in like a flow state.
But that's your feel. But what is the intent of being in that flow state? Right. So that intent, whatever it is, yeah. What's the intent? What's your intent when you're making a beat? Right.
I think for me, a lot of it was navel gazing. To be honest, like I think a lot of it was kind of just like I just like to do it, so I do it.
Yeah.
But I think that's also why
I think
sometimes
for like
it didn't
how
translate well to others, where it's like I liked making it, but then when they listen to it, they're like, it's okay, because there wasn't the intent.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just kind of like sucking my own dick, kind of. We're just like, or I was missing the intent.
I like to make beats for like I like when they're received well. Like if you make a dope beat and people are like, "Yo, that's crazy." You know,
so the intent
feeling.
Right. So in a little bit of time, going back to, you know what I mean, the culture, the industry. Yeah. What did you call that? What's that?
Macabre.
Okay. Yeah. Going back to the macabre. It's like society. These 1% guys who own these labels and stuff. Of course, NWA started off just as, you know, people were just like trying to get down. You know what I mean? They actually try to stop the violence. But in between stopping the violence, it's funny because I think in a group like NWA, it's their peers. You know what I mean? The people around them in the neighborhood, they're like, okay, yo, we've been trying to move crowds too. How come they're getting like popular? You know, so they started to get jealous, and they started creating they created more violence in trying not to stop violence. Isn't that funny?
I think that, you know what I've always connected? Music in itself is kind of like always been associated with the devil. Like in the Bible and stuff, they say like, whatchamacallit, like. Yeah. So I feel like it naturally, like...
I feel like that's a bit of a stretch.
No, it has. Like, what, like...
I'm trying to remember.
Like all, like, in like OG Bible shit, they, like, all music is, like, considered a sin. Like, if you go to, like, some, like...
You can't only in, like, Judeo-Christian, like, dark ages.
Yeah.
But, like, most cultures, music was very much
it, like, intoxicates people.
That's only, like, the Judeo-Christian, like, dark age shit. Like, cultures before definitely didn't think that.
No, but I think that's also why... like the dark music sells so much.
Yeah.
Because it intoxicates people.
Yeah, I think it does.
But I think that's different than like uplifting music.
I think it's all the devil.
It's
You would love that. You're like, yeah, I'm so fucking bad.
It's all the devil.
Yeah, it's
Mozart.
I'm the wicked
devil.
It goes back to like the music. Yeah, music is just so powerful that the people who realize, like you're saying, it intoxicates people. That's facts. Even coming from Africa myself, every time I hear a drum, like literally, it's like, you know, especially just drums. Because growing up, like that's what we used to beat drums and shit. So every time I hear a drum, it's literally just generations upon generation of that, like whoosh.
It's intense.
I'm not saying it's like.
But see, they didn't. That's not devil shit. Like that's the thing that unified the community and was even a source of healing for people, because they get to like lock it. Like if everyone's drumming together and dancing together, everyone's like syncing up brain frequencies. And if like all the people who you like live with, you eat with, you hunt with, and then now you're all syncing up. If that's not God energy, what is?
So it's a tough. It's a really tough thing. Because it's music, it's just so.
I don't really. I was just kind of like joking.
No. Because what I've heard similar things to what you were saying.
I mean, I think fucking some of Lil Durk's music or some of Pooh Shiesty's music could be
100%
construed as devil music.
100%.
Easy. Because it's straight violence sometimes.
It's like straight like I killed your friend and then now we're laughing about it.
No, we're literally.
Yeah, it's a bit
we're
crazy.
smoking on him. Fuck you.
Facts.
Yeah, it's a bit wild.
And it's crazy because music, like, it's so powerful. It makes you, you know, the listeners, the people who want to even curate it, it just stops us from caring sometimes. Like you're saying, this effect that you're talking about, I actually never heard about it until you said it.
Oh, like the macabre?
Yeah, the macabre.
Well, yeah, so there's something about, like, the same way people want to go watch, like, Terrifier 3.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just disturbing.
Yeah.
But there's something that makes people not want to look away. The same way where, like, a car accident happens, and you're like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, you're not like, oh my god, that's terrible. Like, I'm going to look away and, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with it. Most people are like, oh shit, like, what happened there?
Trying to like go up and look in the windshield.
Yeah, they're like, what happened?
Start taking a video.
Yeah, I mean, there's just something
Something
about it.
Oh man. So speaking of taking videos, okay guys, I gotta say something right now.
Okay.
Okay, if this is gonna be on you, I'm not gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
You know, 100%. So I was 18 years old. You're speaking about car accidents, and then somebody people taking videos, the macabre effect, right? So I'm 18. I come across this website, and I'm gonna say it right now.
Live Leaks?
It's not. No, it's kind of like Live Leaks, but it's called www.ync.com, right? It's so I'm watching. I'm like 18. I'm 19, and it's like these people in accidents, people filming, and then instead of a macabre effect, going back to the book, this is crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's like people are filming accidents instead of putting their phones in their pocket and actually trying to help the person.
Yeah.
They're watching this person like get canceled. They're watching this person slowly delete themselves because it's something they didn't want to do, something that happened, and then macabre effect makes people just not care. Like, what is it? What is it with this?
That happened when XXX got killed.
Mm.
A bunch of people like teenagers like ran up to his car like taking videos and shit. And like nobody like called 911. But I think they're also just retarded too.
Well, they're also like, what am I gonna do? I'm not a fucking paramedic.
No, I think they thought it was like a joke or something. Like they thought it like wasn't real. Like they were like, oh, this famous guy, like this is like a skit or something. Like I think they were so detached from reality that they like didn't even process that he actually got shot.
Detachment. That's what goes about. It's not necessarily devilism. It's the music creates detachment.
Well, yeah, because it's like they don't like if you're growing up in the suburbs and you've lived a pretty comfortable life, other than maybe getting hit by your dad, like you know, it's you couldn't even imagine some of the trials and tribulations that the people are going through in reality, and so there is something fascinating about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy to think about it. That's facts. See, I'm fucking stoked. Thug is out, yo. Fucking poor little Durk, but I mean, like.
Yeah, no, I was not
wish him all the best.
Yeah, we should talk about.
God bless.
I was super surprised to hear that Young Thug.
Yeah, God bless.
God bless.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. God bless. But like,
Actually, though, Durk.
you really were on the streets. You were a real one.
It's not looking good for Durk. But yeah, I was super surprised to hear that Young Thug got out.
Oh, yo, speaking of
that was surprising.
Yo, he knew. Like the one thing I like that Young Thug didn't do. Like also he's like Bobby, bro. Bobby didn't fucking snitch. Yo, Bobby knew.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a decent percentage of people who get in the life. Like for me, if I was gonna go to jail with my and I knew my boys did some shit, I would take the fall. Like it's hard to say. I know it's like unless you're in the scenario, it's hard to say. But I know me as a person. Like for instance, we're at work and homie's like,
what if he wasn't your boy?
If he wasn't my boy, nah.
Okay.
Like, what if you didn't like him?
If I did, no, that's crazy.
And like, no, but he was trying to put some shit on you.
Nah, that's crazy.
Like, it was like his drugs, and he's like, nah, it's this guy's drugs. So you're like, bro, I don't even know you like
right
that.
to jail.
No, I'm
I feel like Ed is very conditional. People are like, no, I wouldn't snitch, and like, maybe in certain situations.
But if it's your boy, like
if it's your boy, that's different.
If it's your boy and you know for a fact, like he's gonna love you for not saying anything, and he's gonna get your when you get out there, he's gonna be, yo man, I got 10 bands for you. Thank you so much.
But I feel like it's also different too. Like, say, hear me out. Yo, so say you're trapping with someone, and like you're both in this operation, and like it goes down. Yeah, you don't snitch, obviously.
Yeah.
But what if you're like have a 9-to-5 job?
9 to 5.
And you get pulled over, and there's a key of coke in the car.
Yeah.
And but he's like, yo, or like they're like,
Go back to what Thorun was saying, dude. If I have a key of coke in my car, if I get stopped, like that's on me.
what if you didn't know though? What if you just like driving your homie?
Oh,
you like pick him up from
has
work.
a key of coke
Yeah,
in your car?
yeah.
Be like, bro.
He left it in.
Yeah, so this is all like situation. Or what I've always wondered too, I'm like, does snitching count if it's terrorism? Like, say you know, like you like get a tip and you're like, yo, motherfucker's gonna like blow up a building.
Well, obviously.
Like, what if you say some people are like, yo, you fucking snitch, bro? It's like,
who would say that?
That's not snitching.
I know, but I feel like so like it's all situational.
Bro,
Because
no
I
one
agree
would
with
say
not
that.
snitching.
No one would say that.
I feel like people would, bro.
Who?
I guarantee, bro. If
Motherfuckers
you
who are on the internet too much.
Yeah.
terrorists would call you a
People
snitch.
still.
All like the Al Qaeda motherfuckers would be like, yo, you snitch.
I'm pretty sure they have a Twitter, right?
They do.
Dude, they'd at you. They'd be like, at Skundo, you fucking snitch.
If you get the mention from the Al Qaeda, it's
Dude,
like,
you're
nah,
done. You're done.
You're mad cooked, yo.
Yeah. But then if you're like tapped in with the Al Qaeda,
Yo, dude,
then you don't snitch.
I do not want to be tapped in with the Al Qaeda.
Yo, I feel like that'd be kind of dope, though.
Yo, do you have a sound for the Al Qaeda?
We do not condone.
We don't have any.
We do not condone terrorism of any type. And we do
It's kind
not
of
wish to
romantic,
be tapped in with Al Qaeda.
Like, say if you were like locked in, and like you could go to like Afghanistan, and you're like in like SUVs, like fucking like motorcade, like motherfuckers with AKs.
Dude, you're not Muslim enough for
I'm not
that.
having that.
No, but what if you were just like locked in like that? Like that would be kind of.
I don't think it works like that, bro.
What if you were just like homies with someone? You was like, nah, like.
No, we got you.
Yeah,
dude,
like-
if he's got the security, nah. For me, like I don't know if I feel comfortable saying like, yeah, I'm 100% down, because bro, like I heard some shit, bro.
It would be sketchy.
If you're locked in and homie's got the security, he's got the fucking multiple.
Like you're with like
powers,
some leader, like fucking like top G,
Oh, okay.
and you guys are like you're like
Okay,
certified.
wouldn't you be a little
in
bit
Al
like-
Qaeda.
Things could go sideways at any like you
Yeah,
accidentally
it's
talk
things
about
can go
like,
sideways
oh,
in
yeah,
the
like,
streets.
I was
Yeah,
eating like
yeah,
a breakfast
yeah.
burrito last week and the bacon was like super crispy. Like, what'd you just say?
The bacon
What'd you
and
fucking
shit.
say?
No, you learn the codes of the streets.
And then
bro.
like 5 minutes later, you're like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
drag
that's
you to
what
a
I'm
rooftop and then like you throw you off a fucking roof. They're
No,
like,
they don't fuck with the
we
pig.
we thought you were different.
They don't fuck with the pig. That shit went
I
wrong.
don't fuck with that.
No, dude, if you're locked in heavy, then, you know, like, for me, I personally love, like, women in a job, so I just go for the, like,
Oh,
I
that's
hate to, like,
freaky.
I'm not simping over these girls, but if I'm gonna go for an adventure, risk my life, I hope to get, like, some sort of pussy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You guys are locked in, and then you got like,
Dude,
you know.
get to shoot some AKs
Yeah, like,
and
can you
shit.
please
Yeah,
share with
yeah.
us
Imagine you guys are
concubines?
like out like fucking turning up and like shooting AKs into. You ever see those videos of them like dancing with fucking guns and shit?
Dude,
it looks kind of lit, bro.
They're doing some crazy things in Dubai, like with their weddings and stuff.
Yo, I want to go to Dubai.
Bro,
We're gonna do
Dubai
a
is
pod in
different.
Dubai one day.
Yo,
Yeah,
That's
Dubai is
different.
totally different. I'm telling you, like, Dubai is
Al
progressive as
Qaeda
fuck.
and Dubai are very
They're
different.
very different.
but what they're doing with the AKs, it's just like the whole general Middle East area, like the way those guys are raised is it's different.
It's different.
It's different.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not really trying to lock in with them.
Well, you are Jewish, so.
Well, there's
I don't think you're invited.
You probably would like it.
bro, I don't want to be invited.
No, facts.
Do-
No. In terms of Thug. Yeah. My one thing I forgot to say. My one thing with Thug, yo, he didn't play like, oh shit, like he wasn't scared. He was like, yo, I'm in the scenario. I put myself in this scenario. Like,
Standing on business.
please, God, protect my soul, and thank you, God, for
Yo,
protecting.
this podcast is all about standing on business. So whenever we see people standing on business, like Young Thug,
Yeah, yo,
we
turn
salute
us
that.
down, standing on business.
sorry, I'm having a hard time. You know what? Maybe I should let you do it.
No, bro, no.
I don't know the soundboard.
You have to do it now.
You gotta do it, dude. You wanted it. You have to.
You wanted it, you have to do it now.
Okay.
No Diddy,
Yeah,
yeah.
I wanted to say some things about Diddy, but let's not go very soon.
Yeah, well, no, we're not today.
Yeah,
Okay, what are some other topics?
All right,
You had
so
a topic you wanted to talk about? Your gun range experience?
maybe the gun range experience. No, you know what? Have you guys ever used crack streams?
Oh, back in the day. They have meth streams now, too.
Yeah. Have you used crack streams? Like to
I
watch
think
sports games?
To watch sport. Oh,
I used it, like,
maybe
once.
twice. Yeah.
Okay. Have you you've used meth streams as well?
Like, people told me about it. I just thought it was hilarious. There's probably, like, fence streams.
They have. I think there is fan streams
Yeah.
and buff streams.
Okay.
But I wanted to talk about the comment sections in these streams.
I didn't know they had comment sections. Yeah, I really don't use it.
So you've never used it?
It's for like watching movies and
funny,
shit,
right?
right?
Back in the day, like no, in terms of sports, I think we watched like maybe like a Super Bowl, a UFC or something.
Yeah.
Because the comment sections are absolutely wild.
Oh yeah, like how so? Do you have examples you could pull up?
I don't even think I can say. Like it's just the most.
Well, why'd you bring it up?
Well, because I thought if you guys, I thought you'd just know, and I wouldn't have to like describe it in great detail. But basically, it's the most like homophobic, racist, sexist comment section you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because it's like on a cracked website, right? So there's like completely anonymous, and people are saying the most heinous shit. Even about like whoever's like fighting or playing, they're saying the craziest shit. Just like
no, I don't watch
people.
I don't like. I've literally like watched it.
Who are you?
I don't know. I haven't done like torrenting stuff in years because I just use fucking like Netflix and shit or like Disney Plus. Like if I want to watch a movie, like I used to like years ago, like 10 years ago. What was it, Pirate Bay? Or like BitTorrent?
That was the shit.
Yeah.
Applications, like I'm all like, yo.
I try not to do that shit anymore. That's how you get viruses.
Mm-hmm.
Pirate Bay thing.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Pirate Bay or torrenting anymore. Like, honestly, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna work, and then the same amount of time it takes me to like work and earn a certain amount of dollars, I'll just buy the thing and it works, and I don't have to have a headache. Versus like, because I wasn't good at torrenting, so it would take me like hours to torrent it.
You think torrent would be good at
torrenting? I was
torrenting?
gonna say that shit too.
I don't break the law.
Hold on.
Well, that was kind of applicable though.
Yeah, that was kind of.
Because you said you don't break the law.
Yeah.
In terms of like torrenting, thank you so much, dude. The thing is, it's a big community of people who are catering just these random torrents for people.
What I used the most was LimeWire and FrostWire or whatever. Way back in the day.
It's like people just like wake up. It's like, yo, which torrent can I give the public to get the ring?
Which Trojan horse virus can it
spread?
It was a real hit or miss, yeah.
No. You gotta give us an example of one. What was the last comment that you? Yeah, something even close.
Dude, just like.
You can't even say it.
I feel like I shouldn't even say
Don't
it.
say it. Honestly,
like
I love you, but that was a terrible topic.
Just imagine the most like racist, homophobic, sexist thing you could say.
Like obviously worse than YouTube comments.
Oh, dude, way worse. Like it's like imagine you're a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And you're trying to say the most offensive
the
thing
old
possible.
Xbox 360 playing Halo shit.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
But it's not like one comment here or there. It's like every second one is someone saying something absolutely unhinged. Where you're just trying to say the edgiest thing possible. Like there's absolutely nothing productive about you saying this comment other than trying to be edgy.
It's crazy because like when you see one comment, like, man, I'm kind of guilty of it too. This is just YouTube though, because like when I don't know, when somebody's like starts roasting somebody on YouTube, and if you kind of slightly agree, you're gonna like up their roast. You know?
Dude, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do that. Or I'm like, yeah, or I start downvoting other ones. I'm like, fuck you.
I try and stay out of the comment section. I do it on Instagram more than anything.
Bro, dude, on like 3 a.m.
Twitter's pretty funny too, though.
YouTube arguments go hard.
I'm not on X, but YouTube comments, bro. I'm convinced. I've been on a lot, dude. Like
I help people win arguments.
I can. I'm saying.
Just like upvoting, downvote.
But YouTube comments it's funny. They're generally a way more positive comment section than like Instagram comments.
It gets serious.
But that's why it's better.
It gets serious on YouTube because people are actually on YouTube. It's like YouTube University, bro. Like when you're in a university campus, if somebody's saying something dumb, you're like, come on, bro. Like, come on, this is like. Instagram, I don't know. It's like Instagram.
Instagram is like a fucking alleyway behind a nightclub. People getting stabbed. Like,
yeah, honestly, for Instagram, I only use Instagram for like my personal friends.
Use it for looking at ass.
What's the point of it? What's the point of it? Just have a wank and get it done with.
Honestly, I don't even like. It's just like is there, I don't seek it out. It's like I'm getting bombarded with these crazy fucking.
That's because you're clicking on it.
I know, but it's like, how do I not fucking click on it, man? It's so. It's so funny. I see other people's explore pages that's like soccer and hockey and shit.
Hockey,
mine's just like all fucking ass.
Dude, they know what you're gonna click on.
It's too much.
Dude. We were kind of discussing this at work, so it's like it's weird because like the more literally it's going day by day, and this is the crazy part. It's going day by day, where artificial intelligence is literally reading everything we type.
Yeah.
You know, you're fucking so. I'm typing some shit, and I randomly press like a couple of letters, and then my phone. Yo, listen to this. My phone. I can't fully say why, but it started writing these random ass things. It's like somebody hacked my phone for for predictive words, you know. So like it's a long.
What did it start looking up?
Yo, like I can't really say it right now because honestly due to some legalities. It's not necessarily a search bar. It's more like I'm in a conversation with somebody and my phone said something extremely private about myself. That
like a very niche porn video.
No, it's not even that, bro. Okay, can I say this?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know.
You tell me, bro. I don't know.
I don't think I put. It has something to do with the
foot.
It was like yo, RCMP something. I'm like, yo, no fucking way. How the fuck? And it made me think that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, is my phone tapped or some shit? And I can say this legally. You know what I mean? Is my phone tapped or something? Because artificial intelligence, it's literally, you know, first of all, our phones are listening to us. Hence the ad placements, hence the,
right.
You know,
it's funny, dude. You know what? It's so weird, though. I went and bought protein powder the other day. I didn't write anything about buying protein powder. I didn't tell anyone I bought protein powder. I guess they can see your transactions, dude. Because I started getting ads for protein powder.
They can see, dude.
But it was so weird. Like I didn't say anything. I didn't type anything in on my phone. I just went to the store and bought
these fake natties, though. They know you're like.
No, but like I already do that every day.
Does he send you videos about these like runners, weightlifters? Like, oh, this guy's natty. I'm like, dude, he's not.
You're just jealous, bro.
Dude.
Yo, it's
like
like
inferior genetics.
The crazy part is
dude,
our phones.
Not natty.
If our phones are together, they're transmitting data right now. So my phone is reading what you like. It's reading what you like. Your phone is reading what we like. Your phone is doing the same thing.
Honestly, I don't even know how that shit works.
Bruh. And these things, like apparently, like I was watching a video yesterday. Phones they're categorized as frequency transmitters. So at any point, your phone can start to change your frequency. Can start to implement these signals to alter the way we
think.
It's
the 5G. Yo, literally no cap, bro. I was thinking the other day. You remember how when COVID first happened, they were all like, "Yo, it's 5G." Bro, what if they're right? Like, what if it literally was just 5G? Or you know what I was tripping to do? I was high as fuck the other day because I started smoking weed again. But I was thinking this shit. I'm like, bro, what if coronavirus
relapsed
is AI?
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like it's like an intelligent virus.
I think you smoke too much, bro.
No, dude, no, literally, I feel like. I feel like, cause you know how like everyone got sick recently. Like, including yourself, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, spread, I was sick, you got sick too, I think. Yeah. Like, everyone got sick. And I feel like with a normal virus like that, like, people should be developing immunity from it by now. But it's, like, getting worse. Almost. Like, a lot more people are getting, like, it's, like, more transmissible and people are getting, like, more sick than they were, like, last year.
I was definitely not that sick.
Okay,
I was not that sick.
I was like...
Okay. Yeah. I didn't get vaccinated, so.
Bro, honestly,
but anyways, I was thinking, bro.
Oh, now, no.
I feel like I have zero evidence to back this up, but I feel like coronavirus. Like, what if it is like some sort of like intelligent entity that's like hard for us to comprehend, like a virus technology, because it came out of a fucking lab. Like, what if it is like intelligent?
The thing is,
like, it's trippy to think about. I was just like high as fuck theory this.
I think it's a good high idea.
It's pure science though, because everything is all evolution at the end of the day. So the thing about viruses is, if it's a good virus, it's gonna go into you. It's gonna fight whatever is inside of you, like your white blood cells and whatnot. Whatever of that virus wins and connects to mine, it's gonna be strong enough to fight whatever it fought in you. So now it has to multiply in me, and then it's gonna fight whatever it needs to fight in me. Whatever of that virus lives on, it's gonna go to the horde, and it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger out of just pure natural selection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, because every time it jumps,
it literally
multiplies,
becomes stronger.
Because it has to mute. Like it's like.
But that's not as fun
mutates.
though.
Mm.
Like,
No, it's not as fun.
it's like a hive mind. That's what I was picturing.
Oh, hive
Like,
mind.
it's like one entity.
Oh man, that'd be deep.
This is why people don't do drugs.
Well, that would suck.
This is like early onset
this is
drug
why you
abuse,
don't- That's why you
schizophrenia.
don't microdose every day. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, shout out. I was gonna say.
No.
I can't say. I was gonna say now. I can't do.
Fuck yeah! But it suck on my butt, America.
Yo. Speaking of America, what do we think of Trump? Is Trump president now? Is that what
Yo,
happened?
okay, should we get into that? Okay.
Is that what
I think
happened?
we should. He
Yo,
won.
could I grab the other beer?
Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yo,
He won.
put a pin in that.
Okay. Good facts.
He won last night.
He won last night.
Dude, I was not expecting that.
Versus what? Kamala
First,
Harris.
Kamala. Not Kamala, it's Kamala.
Kamala, like virtue. Kamala. It's interesting because I don't know. What are your takes on Trump? If you know what I mean.
Okay, I'll say
We're in Canada right
when
now,
he
so
first got elected in 16?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I
Like,
know it was like
I
the
hated
last
him back in
election.
the day.
Yeah.
But
Really?
yeah, when he first got
Really, you
elected,
hated him?
dude, for his whole first term, I didn't like him. I think only in
Why?
I don't know, because I thought he was like fucking piece of shit. But now, I'll say honestly, now I think he's pretty
Same
funny.
guy.
I know, I was believing the fake news and shit.
Dude, this
Well, his policy's
I honestly,
not, like,
I like him. I think he's funny. Obviously, he's got some like negative character traits, but generally speaking, like I don't know. I think I'm more a fan of him than not.
Yo,
No.
apparently his son leads his marketing. So
Oh,
all
yeah,
of these
the Baron
antics,
son.
yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
he's
So
smart.
all of these antics that he's been doing, it's literally his son just like, yo,
Dude, he's been like shit posting,
exactly
like the shit of him like at McDonald's and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
working.
dude, he's like trolling fucking the other side, which is so funny because you've never seen a president like in a race like using like memes and shit. Or you saw the AI images of him with like the fucking dogs and the cats. There was like images of him like saving like AI images of him like saving fucking dogs and cats from like Kamala Harris. And it's hilarious because he was posting it on his fucking Instagram page.
See, okay, and I think that's
That's the
exactly
people why
people's
he won.
gripe with it all.
That's why he won, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's exactly why everyone has beef with it.
Oh, beef with him. Okay.
Or not him, but just like with the election itself and just like everything, because they're like, really, like this is what we've devolved into, where it's like, okay, and same thing with the provincial BC election, where it was like, some of the people thought it was a federal election, and I'm like, dude,
They're
like,
just so out of
you're
the loop.
allowed to vote. Your vote counts the same as my vote, even though you're completely retarded.
Shout out democracy.
Yeah.
But
what
that's what
I
I'm
heard
saying.
people-
So like memes are gonna get people won over. It's like what are we? What are we doing? No one actually is looking at the policy.
No, but it's the modern source of like news and culture and information, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like culture.
Why? Like, okay, if you don't do any research on an election, I'm not saying you shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Fuck yeah!
This is why I wanted this soundboard
I think
today.
it begs the question, like, where are we going wrong?
Dude, it's like, thank you for bringing that up too, because like I feel voters' guilt. I think this is what you're going about, voters' guilt. It's like, well, I like what you said too, because your vote, you know what I mean? You got a nice place, dude. You seem like a good dude. Since we've known each other, you seem like a decently intelligent person. So for somebody with drastically less intelligence to have the same equal vote as you do, that's crazy. So
they should get half the vote.
no, it's not
But
even.
see, that's obviously that doesn't work either. And how do you quantify?
Your vote power should be like determined
I
by
should
like
just
your
get-
social
That's what they do the whole.
No, they should just get 1 vote. I should get 3 votes.
There we go.
No,
It's like,
no, but like you can't quantify that shit. That's the problem too.
For me,
you
but
can't
that's
quantify
implied.
it.
the only way to quantify it is conscious. For me, I was like, yo, am I gonna? If somebody asked me on the bus, it's like, yo, are you gonna vote? It's just a short. I'm trying to like raise this girl. You know what I mean? I kind of am raising. And she asked me about politics. I'm like, yo, fuck. And she was like, yo, are you gonna vote? Then I can kind of see her face kind of change too. I was like, no, I'm not really into voting. And then her face.
What, she
She's
was
like, yo,
pissed?
dude, she wasn't necessarily pissed, but she was disappointed that I don't have the responsibility to look into the policy.
Honestly, though, I kind of respect
agree.
the not voting thing.
You know what I mean? If I don't,
I don't
bro,
respect it.
No,
bro,
because
like
your
you're
life
saying,
is.
Do you think I'm just gonna like vote for something I don't know? That's crazy.
That's also respectable.
You know what I'm
That's,
saying?
you know what? You're right.
Thank you.
Well, some people just don't like politics, and to be fair, I think life is a bit more simple.
Okay, people didn't die for their independence. For you to sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to do 2 hours of research and figure out who I should vote for.
But it's 2
People
hours of
died in
research
wars.
every day.
Your ancestors came to North America on fucking wooden boats, and you can't even be bothered to fucking vote and take 2 minutes of research? You fucking idiot!
Fuck yeah. It's like crazy. It's crazy because niggas actually did die for this. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Like,
The fuck?
No, hear me out.
Complacency. That's why China's gonna win. That's why China's gonna win.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I was just saying, like, I agree with what you're saying, Thorun, but I think, like, on a personal life level, like, people who don't pay attention to politics are probably a bit happier and, like, less stressed. Because it's all bullshit.
But up until.
Yeah, up until China's knocking on our fucking doorstep.
Yo, what, you don't like Chinese people, bro? I thought we were pro CCP. I thought we talked about this last episode. We were gonna start. You don't make Taiwan China again.
Dude,
Bro.
hold on. Fucking logic crashed.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. So this might be the beginning of the episode, but it's also not the beginning of the episode.
Midway through.
So we'll clarify stuff later on. But anyways, as I was saying, people not taking the time to do their research for elections is fucking bullshit because our ancestors didn't come to North America on wooden boats for us to sit here and be like, oh, I can't take 2 hours out of my day to do some fucking research and vote. That's the one thing that we have that separates us from the tyrannical times of monarchy is that we do live in a democracy, whether it's not the most functional or it isn't the question here, but it is a democracy, and not participating in it is insulting to the ancestors.
Yo, do they vote in China?
Yeah, they vote still.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Why do we never hear about the Chinese election?
Nah, bro.
Because like you kind of know, you're just
yo.
like, you know who's gonna win.
Xi
In
Jinping.
China, bro, it's not even like it's like one of my favorite things about China. That's a great question, and I think I might have the answer. It's probably not gonna be the most solid answer, but the thing about China is like, yo, if nobody knows about you, nobody's gonna bother you. If nobody knows about the Chinese election, nobody bothers the Chinese election.
They stay out of it.
People just man. So it had with AI. I was talking about AI with my boy, and you know how China had flying cars. They're on market in China right now. I think it was like $150K
For a flying car?
for a literal flying car.
No fucking way.
Yo,
right
we gotta
now.
see this. Look it up.
Right now, it's in China.
don't
Right,
want a flying
it's
car.
exactly what I'm talking about. China, they're livid. There's some beautiful ass architecture.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of open
Dude, it's like
land
the
in
future
China,
there, bro.
right?
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Because we made a shift, and I'm like, bro, we should start being pro CCP. Like,
Have you been on Chinese YouTube at 3 a.m.? No. Do you know what their skyscraper? They have fucking gardens. 20, dude. You know how we have those gardens in Vancouver downtown?
Yeah.
Bro, think about that. 30 meters. 30 stories up in China,
that's crazy.
and people are walking. Like, bro, China.
beautiful.
If there's,
Let me see this.
Did you find it?
Like a helicopter. The wings even come in and out.
Drop the
Dude,
volume a bit.
in China, yo, China's chilling so much.
the less people know about China, the more they're going to surprise the industry.
Is this the same car?
I see. There's definitely some.
There are several.
There's no way this is a good idea.
There are several. There are
It's an amazing
several.
idea.
Yo, there are several. 150K, anybody could buy it.
That's sick.
Anybody, bro. Isn't that crazy?
Did take flight in China, and there are plans to.
Bro, imagine like smoking a blunt, like flying your fucking.
Just like you're just like fucking hovering. You're just like let's just hover here.
Yeah. Why don't we hear about Chinese politics? Because China does not want anybody outside of China to hear about Chinese politics, and they're doing it. It's kind of like North Korea philosophy. It's kind of weird. It's kind of really weird.
That's fucked.
You know, we're gonna do a pod in North Korea one day too. We'll do it with Kim Jong Un.
That'd be wild.
That'd be sick.
That'd be wild.
That would be wild.
We'll get him to pack the Zin. We'll bring Zin to North Korea.
Yeah, going back to voting without knowing. Like for me, I have voter's guilt. I've never voted in my life.
Oh,
really?
Never.
Good for you.
Is it
Crazy?
Is it?
I don't know. I don't think it like
it
not good
Thorun
for you.
doesn't approve
it
it.
Not good
detach-
for you.
It just.
fine.
I'm being honest about it. Though,
maybe
yeah.
good for you, bad for everybody else.
It's like
Well, you don't know who he'd vote for, so.
it's
Because then there's still people who would be happy he voted, regardless.
exactly.
But you know what I heard people saying about the election that just happened last night? They're like, this is proof that it is like a democracy. Because a lot of people were like, oh, it was like rigged, blah, blah, blah.
I never thought it was rigged. That was bullshit.
I think it was
people are
rigged. I think the last one.
I think
it's
everyone on both sides is being way too dramatic.
No, it was with the COVID mail-in ballots. They were definitely doing some weird
I
shit.
think okay, yo.
I don't think so.
Yo, guess how many votes Joe Biden got in 2019? It was like 82 million. You know how much both Kamala and Trump got this year? It was like 60 something.
What was it? Okay.
So they had like an extra 20 million votes during the COVID shit. Like there's some weird shit going on there.
I feel like everyone's tripping.
No.
Yeah, speaking about the election. So I'm texting my mom. I just like, hey mom, what up? So I just want to bring this up because this goes back to about Trump, and this kind of made me just kind of smile. I was like, yo, what's up, mom? What are you doing? I'm just here sad that Trump won. I'm like, what? Fuck that. Go Trump. Woo. Kamala sounded crazy, mom. No game plans about the economic state. And then she's like, whatever. You're all idiots. She said that shit right here. She's like, yo, you're all idiots. Yeah, let me read it. She's like, you're all idiots. Wait and see him start World War III.
Nah, bro, he's gonna end that shit.
He's gonna end that shit.
I think so, bro. Like, I think he's like genuine when he said, and I think he really will end the Russia-Ukraine shit like quick.
He's like
within the first 6 months.
I'll believe it when I see it.
She's like,
I hope so. I hope maybe he won't, but
it's gonna affect Canada in a negative way. You're not looking at the bigger picture. I'm like, you might be right, mom. We'll wait and see what happens. Dude almost got shot though. He might not make it at all. Someone might take him down. Yeah. She's like, hope so. She's like, hope so.
So many people are like, I don't know. I'm not saying what I want to happen to him, but if as long as doesn't do his full 4 years, I'll be happy.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's a lot of people
I've heard that
now.
where it's like, hey, as long as he doesn't stick around for the full 4 years, I don't care what happens.
She's like, he has instigated white supremacists to hate and attack others. He is a racist and a narcissist. Trump, these are just opinions. Yeah. Opinions. Everybody's valid to their own opinion. These are my mother. My mother's might not be the sanest person at all times. A convicted criminal. I woke up today and these stories of people. I didn't understand it until my mom started texting. Yeah. He's a convicted criminal or something. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. They tried to throw him in jail, but a lot of it was fabricated, dude.
Yeah.
No, it was all fabricated. That's why none of it stuck. Yeah. Dude, they had like 40 convictions.
I think it's still ongoing, isn't it?
You know how? No, but it's fun because on the news they're saying like, oh, if Trump wins, he's gonna lock up all his political opponents. That's literally what they fucking did. Like they're epitome of gaslighting. Yeah. Like all this shit, or they're like, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
He didn't do like none of the shit they tried to like amp up charge wise. Like a lot of it was like misdemeanors at bet, and they tried to like label it as like a felony. Like it's a lot of it's fabricated. Like they're really just hating on the man.
Interesting.
I don't think it's that simple, but
It
I
is.
also think they're being dramatic.
They are being super melodramatic.
Yeah, I think everyone's being dramatic though. Even on the other side, on the right wing side too, everyone's being pretty fucking dramatic.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was fucking happy to see he fucking won because I did not think it was gonna happen. I thought Kamala was gonna win, and honestly, she kind of scares me.
I was indifferent. Honestly, I'm like, honestly, it's a toss up. That's kind of how I felt. I'm like, it could
probably
go
wouldn't
either
have
way.
made that much of a difference, to be fair.
Because here's the reality: they're
just
just
all puppets
different
and stuff,
heads of
yeah.
the same dragon.
Exactly,
The corporations
puppets
are the
and
one
stuff,
who are
yeah.
in the pockets of both parties. Like,
The
it's
government.
really just a figurehead. And if anything, I think it's the zeitgeist that's different depending on the president, not the actual policies and like what's changing day to day. It's like, what's the zeitgeist of the people themselves? Like,
The people, exactly.
I think
because
the
like,
reason
I
people-
think the only like the abortion shit and stuff like that. I think that is a valid thing to be like, hey, why are we even talking about this?
I think that was a dumb one move for them. I think that
He's like,
had they not
why-
done that, but had they not done that, he would have won even more votes.
But there's also they want to gut the education system even more in the U.S.
I don't know.
So there's
I don't know
definitely
if
some
that's
reasons to think that it wasn't the right choice. But I think the Democrats are equally like they have a lot of bad
They're
shit
like
on their
corporate
side too.
sellouts.
But they But I think
They're
both,
not like the People's Party. They
both
used to-
are. Like there's no way to look at the Republicans and be like, oh,
They've
they're
got
not
a way
trying to-
better team right now. That's why they won by like a landslide. Like, because they got Elon on their side, they got RFK, they got a bunch of endorsements from like rappers and celebrities. Like, from
But see,
like,
you're fucking falling for it. That's exactly the
That's
point.
what it's kinda-
They
it is
fucking
the media.
the-
it's
no, but the
media.
thing
You
I
fall
don't
for-
get
you
is
fell
when
for
they
it.
say like Trump is like racist. Like, bro, he's been in like rap music videos, like hanging out with like all these dudes since
Yeah.
like all through the 90s and like early 2000s. There's this thing, he won an NAACP award with like Rosa Parks and like some other person. Like, there's a photo, pull it up, where he like won this like award with fucking Rosa Parks. Like, like photo, like
That's
not
cool,
a
yeah.
racist dude.
Yeah.
If anything, Joe Biden was like 100 times more racist.
Yeah.
Like, he says some crazy shit.
No, I heard some.
You know?
Shit, yeah.
Well, I mean, they all have a racist.
Not to
past.
say he's-
like Trump. Like in his buildings, like he didn't allow black people in some of his buildings. At some
I don't
point.
think
No,
that's
that's
true
not.
because
It is-
dude,
it's-
at
it's
Mar-a-Lago,
definitely true.
at Mar-a-Lago, he made it the first country club
Look,
in like
I
the
think
United States
a
to
white
allow.
guy of his age.
There's a
It's
little
not
bit
that
of
he has
racism
hate
there.
in his heart.
It's not
towards
hate.
other races.
Yeah.
but he's obviously racist.
I don't think
Any
so, bro.
old white guy his age, or you
Dude,
know what?
sometimes-
Any old guy of any race. Fuck yeah! Any old guy who's from that generation, it's fucking a little racist.
It's
Even
like,
if you're a white guy, you're a black guy,
you
brown,
need to-
Asian.
yeah, it doesn't
Have you
matter.
heard
As
old
long as
Asian
you're
guys?
old, yeah,
like they're fucking
crazy as fuck.
racist.
They're the most
Dude,
racist.
no matter what,
Asian
especially as a
supremacy.
politician, though, especially as a politician, like if I was a politician, bro, to get votes, I would pretend to be slightly racist. Like, I hate to say this, it's facts. Like, I'm not gonna lie to.
Well, you
fucking
know,
world.
maybe he's
Like,
just trying to play both sides.
That's
of it,
what I'm saying,
so,
exactly. To
yeah.
get those,
Because there are a
votes
lot
in,
of
right?
racist people he needs to get votes from.
Exactly,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. So
yeah.
like to try to pretend like he's the one who appeals to those people is also disingenuous. Like he is trying to appeal to those people.
You
Bro,
need-
he freed
need-
Lil
yo,
Wayne
he
and
needs
Kodak
to.
Black, bro.
Dude,
Shout out
it's
Kodak.
irrelevant.
No, it's super relevant, bro. Joe Biden didn't do shit like that. Kamala Harris locked up a bunch of fucking black people, and Joe Biden, they both locked up a bunch of black people for like petty drug crimes and shit, like weed.
Okay,
and
well
stuff.
that's
fucked up.
Kamala wanted to make weed legal.
Interesting. I didn't know.
Honestly,
that.
they
I
should
didn't know
make
that part.
weed legal.
I didn't
Weed's
know-
better when it's.
Yo,
Dude,
shout out
weed got
Kamala.
shittier when we
Thanks
made
for
it
trying.
legal in Canada. No, because you know what's funny about the whole making weed legal thing? It actually makes it more illegal in a way. Like in
What do you mean?
Canada, say when you were growing.
Explain.
What do you?
No, because
when
when you would open a dispensary before, because I worked at dispensaries during legalization, it was like they could throw the book at you, but they didn't. But now
Yeah, in BC.
no, but now there's zero illegal dispensaries operating because they see it like it's like if you opened a liquor store without a license. Like it's like more the
Okay, but the
penalties,
only
dude. The
reason-
penalties for weed got harsher when legalized happened. Not for like
if you're profiting
business,
from
yeah,
it.
if you're
exactly.
business,
So
Yeah, so that as
why
it should be.
you don't want people to profit from growing weed?
No.
Why? I thought you were like with that shit.
Yo.
No, but
yo,
that
relax.
create that.
No. Sorry, we're like totally talking over you, but like, dude,
it's like weed is just a plant, so it's just a plant. It's like profiting.
So you want it? So you want to give the profit to the corporations instead of the average?
I never
person.
said I was anti-corporation. No, but okay, no, but for real, the point
This is why we don't discuss political stuff.
This is exactly why. Okay, no, but like, hear me out. Yeah. So like, for the everyday man, you can consume it and it's no problem.
Yeah,
but you could have done that.
And like,
before,
you could no, because like,
no, but
in BC,
with that paranoia,
in
though,
BC,
you have that paranoia.
But it's like now you can smoke a joint,
In
walk down the
public.
street, it's fine
in public.
Before it's like you kind of, it's like, oh, you could get in trouble for this. And
Yeah, but you could also.
But like,
make
if
way
you're
more
making-
money selling weed and like.
Yeah, but they didn't legalize it so you could profit from it. They legalized it so you could.
So they could
consume
take
it in
away the
peace.
profits from the average man.
No, they
from
they
the blue collar
legalized it.
worker.
They no blue collar.
You're anti-blue collar
worker then.
Yes, I am. I work in the trades, bro.
It's kind of.
I don't think
it's
that's
kind
considered the trades, bro.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a
culinary is considered a
50-50 on
trade.
that
Is
one.
it?
Look it up.
I'm not sure about that one, but it's kind of a 50-50 because. Yeah, it's kind of a 50-50. It might be a solid like 41-51 or a straight 50-50. Just because it's like, okay, if the government is going to legalize weed, I think the only reason Trudeau legalized weed was just to get the fucking stoners. That's the only reason why I personally, I didn't vote, would have voted for Trudeau.
I did vote for him.
Why?
Because I wanted him to legalize weed.
That's exactly
no, but
what
I
I'm saying.
regretted it, bro. And that's kind of why I respect not voting. Because I've voted for him thinking it was a good thing. He ended up to fucking suck balls.
He was good for like the first bit.
And
After he
legalizing
legalized
weed
it was
wasn't
game
good
over.
for the weed culture in BC, to be honest.
Okay, but it was good for everyday
It was
people
good for
who
everyday
aren't trying to
people,
profit
yeah.
from it.
But
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
it made weed mids. Everyone's smoking mid nowadays. It sucks. It's not good.
It's
I disagree.
hard.
I don't think legalization was good for weed.
Okay, but what's the alternative?
Just keep it.
alternative-
Honestly, the best is decriminalization.
But then you're still supporting the black market.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Honestly,
What do you mean there's nothing wrong with that? What's the point of having any rule of law then?
The black market is kind of why
for trappers, bro? Trappers unite, bro. Like,
Okay, maybe if they pay their fucking taxes, then yeah. But you shouldn't be getting to do less work and not pay fucking taxes. I'm working hard.
you're pro taxes.
Fucking,
Dude,
of course I'm pro
taxation's
taxes.
theft, bro.
It's
You're
not
getting
necessarily.
taxed.
It's
You
not
think
necessarily pro taxing. I feel
It's
it's
pro
more like-
civilization.
it's more like
I'm more libertarian.
It's work versus effort versus profit or something. It's man, the legalization of weed. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure. It's like, yo, what was the motive? What's the intent? And generally, what's the outcome?
I don't
have to
think there was
ask
a
what
good
the
motive
outcome is.
behind it.
But what was the
There
the
was a
outcome?
great motive behind it.
I don't think it was.
It's to keep people out of jail who just want to smoke a doob while they're at the beach.
Because you're saying Kamala was getting people in jail for
But
weed.
they like
right?
limit you to growing 4 plants, and if you grow like, say you have like 20 plants in your fucking basement, you face like 14 or like 7 years.
But they probably
Where it
wouldn't
was
come
more than
after
what
you unless you're trying to
Messed
sell it.
So you're working a 9 to 5, and you fucking can't pay the bills, so you try and grow some weed. Like, I've always been like super like I support weed culture and like weed growers and
Okay,
shit.
but that's no different than having like moonshine stills in your basement and trying to sell that to people.
Hell yeah, bro. Fuck the government.
Look,
Thorun loves the government. He loves corporations. He loves taxes. He loves regulation.
I think I think regulation's important.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay.
Let's move on to a different topic.
Okay, we only have
This is getting
18 minutes
too
of
heated.
recording left. I think that's what happened with the last recording.
It
is
got
that-
to an hour? Or?
I think it ran out of room.
Oh, on your laptop.
Yeah.
Why didn't you delete this? You didn't delete the space pre-recording?
Oh, you probably deleted it.
I deleted it, but I
was in the
forgot to empty the trash.
Exactly. Classic. It happens.
Okay, what else do we want?
Okay, we have 17 minutes and 45 seconds.
Let's make.
So, anyways, that's the elections. Vote regardless of your political.
Don't have any voters
Leaning.
guild. I have
What's your
voters
thoughts
guild.
on Trump?
My thoughts on Trump. So honestly, to begin with, one of my favorite things about Trump, was he had balls. You know what I mean? First of all, he was in I think like Dragon's Den, or he had some sort of corporations. And
He had The Apprentice.
Apprentice, that's what
a
it was,
show.
exactly. And then it transitioned into the one thing I remember is him talking about his daughter and sexualizing the shit out of her.
That was weird.
So
was weird.
I found it personally hilarious as because he has
You're
that
like, high
confidence.
five.
No, it's not
Your
even,
daughter,
it's not
very
even,
hot.
it's not even like that. It's more like, yo, this guy can just say that, and you have the balls to be this professional for the whole United States. The mentality is crazy.
Lions don't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep.
Exactly what I'm saying, yo. So in terms of where his mindset is, he's an animal, but he's also, you know what I mean? If you're gonna say, oh, hey, is Trump a psychopath? Is he a sociopath? If you're gonna label him into this categorization, he might seem a little like he has antisocial personality disorder. Because who says that about their daughter? Anyways, that's
What if
not
your daughter's really hot?
you know what I mean? So
No,
it's a tough call. But in terms of speaking about Trump's policies, like, you know, we're in Canada, boys. I don't really know much to say about Trump. The reason why I support him is just his audacity.
He's just funny.
He's just his audacity.
And like politics is so dry and like humorless. And, like,
yeah,
boring.
he added
He's like a
something to
comedian.
it.
He's just funny.
But in terms of
Got that dog in him.
apparently he has like a decent business set.
Dude, he's got like
different
8 or
decent
9
business.
kids.
And
Like,
he's
he's
decent
fucking,
for the
dude.
economy or something. So, you know,
Trump
it's-
fucks.
What do I think of Trump? It's a tough call. I don't really have much of an opinion of Trump, but I support him due to his audacity.
I like that.
Fuck yeah! So lick my butt and suck on my bone.
Yeah, I'm indifferent. I think they're just multiple heads of the same dragon, like I said earlier.
Absolutely.
So it's like, and I think what you're saying though is exactly the problem. Politics. I mean, I enjoy fun politics. Like me and Cal met up. We had beers when Trump and Biden had a debate.
Yeah.
Like we literally, it was like an event.
Yeah.
You're like, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
So we like sat down. We had some beers. We watched the debate because it's like a fucking circus. The U.S. politics.
Yeah.
Politics shouldn't be like that. It should be boring, and it should be like you sit there and you're like thinking about what they're saying, and it's like
Actually, yeah.
logical, and they're actually talking about the facts, and they're talking about the numbers. That's what politics should be. It shouldn't be a fucking circus.
Dude, he talks about facts and numbers.
No, he fucking
Yes,
does
dude,
not.
when he got shot at, what saved his life is he was looking at and
Bro.
referencing a chart
Bro.
that he had up on the fucking thing. He is constantly referencing charts and numbers. You can disagree with those numbers, but that literally is what saved his life.
Okay.
It's his acuity to
Saved his life.
to document factual
I just
numerical
wanna
information.
The
say-
last thing.
So,
Yeah, no, please.
No, he's
please.
the guest. Let him go.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the last thing my mom said. So after he said, "Hope so," he has instigated white supremacists to hate and attack others. He's racist and narcissist, a convicted criminal, and he is too old and doesn't even know left from right most times. He is full of hate and vengeance. Not a good person. He is going to do a lot of bad things, like lots of dangerous things. Check it out. Those shootings were staged. If it was real, how could they miss like that? This is what do you think they were staged?
No.
You know, if they were real, how
Like the
could they
thought
miss
entered
like
my
that?
mind, but it's like nah, because the people behind
Yeah.
him died.
Yeah, people did get
Like
killed.
you can't purposefully. If anything was staged,
Yo,
was
9/11.
they-
Come on. Let's
No,
be
but
serious.
they
9/11.
Whoa, whoa,
it
whoa,
might
whoa.
have been
9/11.
staged, but
You
they
know,
Let's
planned
get our
to
tinfoil hats.
I think it might have been staged, but they planned to kill him. I think him not getting killed wasn't part of the plan. I think the plan was for him to
Just
die.
to get deleted. Okay.
And I think he turned his head and like it got like it just barely whizzed past the back of like it was.
Yeah.
If he didn't turn his head, it would have blown the back of his head out. He would have died 100%. He just turned and it just like hit his fucking ear.
his ear, of course.
So you can't hit like an ear like that on purpose.
He was kind of saved by the grace of God.
Yeah. He's anointed.
Which kind
Okay.
of
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Okay. I think what you're saying is exactly the problem, though. Like, it shouldn't be about like
I am the problem.
you're kind of the problem.
I am the problem.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say, I feel like we need to make clear this show does not endorse any political party.
absolutely not.
Tim Hortons does.
We're only endorsing corporate sponsorships.
We only endorse Tim Hortons.
We only endorse Tim Hortons, Athletic Greens,
Road microphones.
Rode
type of
microphones. And
What was the other one? Zin.
I don't think we should endorse Zen.
No, okay.
No,
Juju Mufu.
like the Athletic Greens type shit. NordVPN.
We renounce
shout out
Burger King.
NordVPN, we endorse that, and ExpressVPN. Whoever wants to hop on it first.
Yo, apparently
wanna
Tim Hortons isn't doing too good right now.
But no, okay. For real though,
Non-political podcast.
So okay,
like exactly. I think it's important to stress, like, I think that's part of the fun of the podcast is
Is
that
it centrist?
it's centrist because there's balance.
Like yin and yang.
Obviously, more than 50% of the country in the U.S. wanted to vote for Trump, but I think a lot of the people weren't voting because they believed in Trump necessarily, but they were just believed even less in
Kamala.
Yeah.
Well,
And
she
I-
didn't
and I-
have a full running. Like she didn't have the full. Like halfway through, she
EXP,
started running,
yeah.
and it was kind of undemocratic.
It was undemocratic
because she wasn't elected.
They didn't vote her in.
Yeah, and they're talking all this shit about like protecting democracy. It's
they
like,
waited too long to get Biden out.
Yo, for a
He
long
was
time,
clearly
the
senile.
Democratic Party-
They waited too long to vote. I think if they actually democratically voted for another candidate and they got voted in, I think the results could have been different. I think
yo,
they
if
really
Michelle
fucked up.
Obama ran, she would have won.
She would have won
Probably.
for
100%.
sure.
But,
But I don't think she would want to.
Yeah.
Apparently, she doesn't want to because she could have.
She was saying some weird things. About,
Right choice.
I'm not actually. I can't actually. I don't want to say it. I heard rumors she was saying some weird things about like men or something like.
People.
Yeah, for some reason. But I'm like, yo, she has a husband and stuff, so I don't know like what she could have been saying. But yo, guys, before this hops off, what the fuck is going on with the weather?
What do you mean?
What are you kidding me?
Oh shit, you're right.
Rain and
Yeah.
wind.
Are you
and-
kidding me? So if they're doing
We're
this
missing our
whole-
weather segment now.
if they're doing all of this weather control,
Yeah, we got 10 minutes, guys.
you know what I mean? If they're doing this weather control, like what is the outcome? Is this the beginning? Like is this
It
the
was
beginning?
Kamala Harris.
Is this
Yeah,
the beginning
tune
of
into
the
our last
cleanse?
episode.
Is this the beginning of the cleanse?
Maybe.
I know
Oh,
someone
you're
who
talking
might
about
think
the
that.
floods.
Yeah,
the
is
floods
this
and
the
shit. I
beginning?
didn't even look at that. Apparently, there's some crazy floods in like Italy.
Again,
I don't know, like last week.
well, we know a gentleman who would very much think that's the case.
Like the rapture, maybe.
Is this the beginning?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Hot take. It's not the beginning of the apocalypse. Okay, you know what? I think it's probably for the best we skipped the Crack Streams comment section bit.
Oh, we're not doing that. No way, dude.
Yeah, let's not go back to that.
I
Okay,
think
let's do one more segment before we have to wrap it up here, and I want to play the America Fuck Yeah song still.
okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, what? I don't know. I think that's all I had to talk about.
Okay, do you want to discuss something for the last little bit here?
So for the last little bit, we don't really have to get too deep into it. I just want to get other people talking about maybe just researching themselves because researching is so important. Apparently, there's a bill called DAWS. Yeah, DAWS that the U.S. Patent Office. So apparently, if you have a patent for free energy, anything that has to give that could help the public obtain free energy, they censor that. They kind of they block it. They block it from being patents, and they in their office.
A Canadian bill or a U.S. bill?
No, this is U.S. So I'm sure if the U.S. does it, Canada does it too. Because how many free energy blueprints or designs of certain inventions have been just put down. You know what I mean? Not even put down, just not even given to the public. Not because if patent offices don't want to patent it, that means what's gonna happen with the idea?
Apparently, there's some technology out there that's like limitless free energy.
Exactly.
That you can
And
just like tap into. That's like
They
just like
don't
in
want
the air.
that to.
That's like the
don't
whole
want that to
Tesla shit,
happen.
like the OG Nikola Tesla.
And they
was
don't
talking
want
about.
that to get patented.
Like it's like Wi-Fi, but it's like electricity. Like you can have like wireless electricity, like limitless free energy. Like you could have like something that could like power a whole city, like
So right. So going back to and like we worry about so many things. Why aren't most people talking about that?
Well, the government suppresses that shit.
Exactly. So with the government, why does the government do that when we're so frustrated within all of ourselves, when people are fighting each other to create this vote? What are we voting for if it's not for things like free energy?
I don't know. I think there's been people throughout history that have like started like tapping into that shit, or like, you know, they'll start working on some shit in their garage. They all end up.
They get deleted. Exactly. They get deleted.
They get unalived.
Right.
We used the word unalived on this podcast.
For what? For what? Why are billions of people just researching?
I think because that will fuck up not just like the power industry, but like the oil, the coal, the fucking gas, like everything, and that's like trillions of dollars. And those people are like, hell nah. Yeah.
So what's the solution? Like I don't want to say that we have a solution right now.
I feel like we shouldn't even say the solution, otherwise we'll disappear next.
Absolutely, no. It's just crazy to think about.
Is it really that apparent what the solution is? Like, is it just that they want to make sure there isn't a solution, or has there been a solution already and they just don't want that to come out?
Both, if anything. But if the solution comes out, like, if the solution comes out. You know, not the baby oil solution. No, we don't want that.
No, Diddy.
If the solution did come out, that the power companies would lose, of course, a lot of money. But then, what would they gain? Wouldn't they gain?
Civilization would like advance to like a whole nother.
So exactly. So what would they gain?
Well, it's because they're reptilians, bro.
Right?
They don't want this to happen.
Wouldn't they gain the humanity?
Then they wouldn't be able to control humanity. Oh, yo, you know what? I feel like we should. You gotta show them the Kim Kardashian Halloween costume.
Oh, the Kim Kardashian. Oh, yo, you got data on your phone. Yo, just hit it up.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Sorry, I'll let you continue.
So Kim Kardashian, have you seen it?
No,
her Halloween
costume.
So randomly, I don't follow Kim Kardashian, but this came through. I think it might have been on my feed. No. A page that I follow posted her, and wait until you see this. Yeah. Describe. Tell the people what you're looking at. For those of you,
oh shit!
You can go to Kim
really
Kardashian's
Keep scrolling too. Yeah.
Is that really her?
I'd smash, bro.
Right? For me, like, you know, I'm.
That's crazy.
I've been known to get into some.
She's a reptilian.
Dude, it's confirmed.
It's quite.
Yo, this podcast is all about reptilian.
Albino alligator.
Mm-hmm.
She's not albino alligator. She's a fucking reptilian.
Oh, she posted a photo of the albino alligator just to make sure.
Because Balenciaga, she partners with Balenciaga.
Yo, I gotta show everybody
they
this.
Posted, and they with Balenciaga posted what is it, an alligator skin or like some sort of reptile skin designs with their last drop. So she's trying to do a little cross promo, but Balenciaga has been known to also have some satanic type of.
They're super satanic. All that high fashion shit. Yo, she's pretty hot though.
Balenciaga has some sus fucking stuff.
Yeah, some sus advertising. You know, incorporating so many weird things. It's like fashion is one thing, but also subliminal messaging. I think I heard this thing called karmatic. It's like something like karmatic law, where people who are about to do bad things, as long as you let people know the bad things you're about to do, they would feel less guilt. There's almost no guilt at that point.
Because he's like, we told you.
Right? So it's weird. Man, society's really weird.
For real. I think we should wrap it up just in case.
Wrap it up. Yo, I swear to God.
I think this might be the whole episode.
We better recover.
We have a corrupted audio file from before. So this might be the whole show. Do you want to introduce yourself again?
Oh, yeah, of course. So my name is Kundai. I go by Smoke. I'll keep it at that for now. It was an amazing time just being here.
Yeah, we'll have you back.
Absolutely. Good time.
I'm glad we were able to do this.
Absolutely.
So we basically only talked about the election, but I think that was like top of mind for everybody anyways.
Yeah. How much time do we got on
it? Left for this recording?
No, just like how long have we been recording?
30 minutes.
Okay. Well, something. Yeah, we did some other topics before, but
we had some technical issues. There were some good moments, but those are going to be in our hearts instead.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And we're gonna exit with
This
our
has been the
classic-
most aggressive podcast yet,
Yeah, we didn't want to get political,
but we had to.
but we had to get political.
Next episode is going to be super light. Like chill.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
funny, like
People call
Keep
me
it light.
Yeti.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like we'll like watch some Sasquatch videos or some shit.
maybe.
Or some Grinch.
I'd be down to
videos
double
this
down on the
Christmas.
politics, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Maybe.
The politics gets people.
You know what
jazzed
else
up.
is funny sometimes? The comments on porn websites. Like in the videos.
Yeah, you
The
know,
comments are like, I remember my old roommate told me that, and I was like, what? And I'm like,
yeah,
oh, he's kind of right.
Remember what about World Star? Remember those World Star fight compilations?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
the comments in the fight comps were crazy.
So the comment section is a great place.
Yeah. There's that
It
South
can
Park,
be or cancerous.
There's that South Park episode too where Kyle's dad is trolling. He comes into troll and then he starts commenting. You guys seen this?
No,
Oh my gosh! Shout out!
Shout out
Yo.
to South
South
Park.
Park.
I'm sorry, guys, but
Gary.
we have to fucking roll the clip.
Let's do it. Turn it up.
Fuck yeah. Motherfucking yeah, America. Fuck yeah. Freedom is the only way, yeah. Terrorists, your game is through. Now you got to answer to America. Fuck yeah. So lick my butt and suck on my balls, America.
This has been another
Fuck
episode
yeah.
of the Thorun Skundo podcast, episode 18.
I'm sorry.
Let's get it.
Signing off.
Sayonara,
Let's
motherfuckers.
go.